Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your November 2016 general forecast. We're going to have a look at what's coming in for you. I'm sorry it's arriving on the 11th, on the 1st, but I've been really busy. So yeah, lots of exciting changes. I'm looking at doing for this month it is just looking at the cards because this is quickest for me. I'm recording via a webcam, and I'm doing it this way because it's just going to save time on what I'm doing at the moment, because I've got all these personal readings to get through, and you're the last of the lot that I'm recording now. It will go up today anyway because smaller files should be quicker to upload. We're just going to shuffle the cards and see what's coming in view. But as from next month, you'll be seeing me back on screen because I like to connect in some way. But I'm going to find a way. I've bought some new software to see if I can do a split screen with me speaking and you seeing the cards at the same time. So I'm going to try and work that out before I come to record the December readings. But we're going to have a look at, guys, at what's coming up for you in the month of November 2016. Universe Spirit, show me Taurus. Show me Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of November 2016. Show me Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. What's coming in for Taurus in a Celtic cross reading? I'm doing a Celtic cross reading today, guys. Show me what's coming up for Taurus in the month of November 2016 on this Celtic cross reading. Show me Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. What's coming up for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in November 2016 this Celtic cross reading? Show me. Right, so we're going to split the deck into three, collect it back up, and we're going to lay down the present situation. And I'm going to be expanding the reading, so I'm going to be doing double cards with this. And the clarification cards for me really just serve as a way to expand the story or to show you why something is happening within a certain position. So there's your foundation stroke distant past, your recent past, the immediate future, the best that you can achieve right now, which is your crowning thoughts usually. So it's usually what you're thinking, or what's going on with you at the moment mentally a lot of the time, that position. Going to have a look at the external factors affecting the present situation, the influences that will be coming in as a result of this immediate future in November, Taurus, what your hopes and fears will be in pertaining to this immediate future, and the overall outcome. So there we go. Let's have a whoopsie daisy. Just drop one of the cards. Let's have a look. For a lot of the signs this month, it's been the same sort of thing. We'll see if it's the same for you. We're going to go to, I think we'll go to the you now position stroke external factors. Some of you guys right now might be feeling that you're missing someone. Five of Cups can mean I miss a certain person, because this person, Five of Cups means to desire. So it means to desire to have something back that you think you've lost, often when you get this card. So for some of you guys, you might be feeling a little bit sad in the month of November 2016. And this is why the foundation or the root of the issue is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands often means searching, but it could mean a partnership as well. It could mean that in the you now position, you're feeling that you're missing someone, or you're feeling a bit lost about a certain situation. Usually the Five of Cups means I feel lost. So those three cups that are downturned, Taurus, really serve to say, this is a broken friendship, or this is a situation that's ended, or, it could be that you're missing someone, so you're separated from someone at the moment. But this is why the root of the issue is the Two of Wands. So the root of the issue could be a partnership, for example. Maybe you guys are feeling that you've lost in a partnership, something like that. Or it can be, the root of it is that, if you're feeling the Five of Cups here, then the issue for November will be, well, I'm getting up again and I'm searching again. The Two of Wands is about, sometimes this represents being at a crossroads in life. You could go one way or you could go the other. And sometimes the card means a partnership, two people, working together potentially, especially if it's business. Usually Two of Cups is usually love. This can usually be business because it's a creative card, it's an idea card. Usually this means this is a an idea that I'm wanting to set off with, I'm wanting to explore something else. And sometimes this can mean, I'm at the initial stages of something. So if you're feeling lost here with the Five of Cups, then maybe the root of the issue is starting all over again, and it's kind of taking those baby steps towards going back out there again. Let's have a look at the challenge for the month, which is the Six of Cups. So this is something around the past that's a challenge to you, because when you get the Six of Cups, it's a card that is rooted in the past. It's because it's a card about childhood and play and reminiscing about the past and thinking about the good times and that type of thing. So it might be a challenge in the month that you're thinking about the good times around a particular situation. And that's why potentially, you're feeling the loss. You're still desiring this to come back. As a result of that Two of Wands, what we find is the Ace of Pentacles. So you're either being offered, as a result of this Two of Wands here, an opportunity, or you're seeking one out, because the Ace of Pentacles represents new opportunities that come to us. They can be in business. It can be receiving money. So sometimes when you get the Two of Wands here, this is where you put an idea out there. It's in its initial stages, but as a result of that, the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you guys might have started something up here. With the Two of Wands being the root of the issue in the month of November, and as a result of that, you're getting paid. You're getting some feedback. Because it's a pentacle, it's an earthly matter, so you're getting money, or you're getting some sort of finance as a result of what you're putting out here. But the issue is the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups isn't always about the past. It can be buying and selling, because as you can see here, a child is giving a bucket of flowers to another child, and sometimes this means a new relationship, a new partnership even, because it is in a way a partnership, though the younger child is a little bit dubious about what it's taking. So if you've started out on a business idea, for example, Taurus, and it's the initial stages, but you find that you're getting some form of payment in from that, then your challenge might be, because that child is a little bit dubious. If you look at the hands on that little kid there that's being presented, the bucket's being presented to, it's a little bit dubious, and it's got its gloves on. So it's saying, a little bit of that card for me says beware, don't be too trusting. So it could be that building up trust is your challenge within the month of November 2016, because you're on the initial stages of something with the Two of Wands. You seem to, as a result of that, with the Ace of Pentacles, be receiving. Ace of Pentacles usually means to receive. Usually when it's in the return, it means to give. But if it's in the upright, I usually generally find that this means receiving something here as a result of this journey here. So Two of Wands in your root foundation position says, I'm possibly in the initial stages of a new project, because this can be a new project card, the Two of Wands. As a result of that, I'm receiving something back, but the challenge might be, how do I get more people to trust me, that type of thing, which leads to the present situation of the moon. The moon means I feel a little bit anxious around this. I'm not sure what's happening here, because this is an initial stage. So when you get the Two of Wands, it's the early stages of a situation, and because it's Wands, it's usually a creative or a business idea. It might be that you're receiving some form of cash or some form of reward for your efforts of this. But your challenge might be with that Two of Cups. It turns from being the past to being maybe getting somebody to trust you, or getting people to trust you. And maybe in the present situation, this is why you're feeling the moon. A little bit of worry, a little bit of anxiety around this. Because in the immediate future, what we have is the Eight of Wands, and this will be where you get your creative juices flowing. The Eight of Wands is where many ideas come to us. There's many things up in the air. It's like lots of things are hitting us all at once. So it's like a burst of energy, and I feel that there'll be a burst of energy here as how you kind of counteract this energy of and the card that is the most dubious here. It is the Five of Cups, and this is sadness. So sometimes when you get the Five of Cups, it's not just about being sad. It's also about feeling a sense of disappointment, or feeling that your cup is half empty rather than half full. So it's looking at the negative side of a situation is the Five of Cups, which then, as a result of this external factor here, makes you feel even more negative and nervous with that moon card in the middle, because you've started out on the initial stages of a project, probably one in which you're receiving some form of income or some form of reward with that, but your challenge might be to get people to trust you with this card. So you've got to come up with all sorts of new ideas here in the immediate future of how you're going to get something to work, because your crowning thoughts are the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles means to develop an idea or to develop something. You've built something here. When you get the Three of Pentacles, it represents building a foundation, but it also represents expansion. So you're expanding on something that you've already built up, and you've already built something up here with the Two of Wands, Taurus, but you want to expand on that with the Three of Pentacles. And it might be that, you know, you're on the initial stages or the initial journey of a project, for example, because the Two of Wands are creative, and they are ideas, and they are projects, and they are growth. So when you're starting out on something that I feel is creative here, and with the Money card, it kind of confirms that in a way some of this could be about business, for example, because you're getting paid as a result of what it is that you're putting out there. Okay, but it's small change, really. And really with that Six of Cups, it could be saying, well, I need to build this up. I need it because the cups represent emotion, and emotion is about trust. And people who care about each other and care about what you do. It might be that you need to, because it's such a young thing, you need to build up a clientele, for example, with that Six of Cups, or build up trust within others. And that's what's leading to, this might be a challenge for the month, and this might be what's leading to the anxiety going on with you with the moon. Because in the immediate future, you're going to have all sorts of ideas. And one of those ideas might be with your crowning thoughts. Well, you know, maybe I need to ask for help, or maybe I need to get a third opinion on this, or maybe I need to, you know, get some advice on what can be done to increase my business or increase things here. Coming in around that Eight of Wands will be the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords really represents mental strategy. So what you're looking at here is through the ideas that you have here, because you're looking to expand maybe your network or get some help or get some further advice on this business idea. For some of you guys, you might be looking to set up here. The Seven of Swords says, you know, I'm going to strategize because I need to stay one step ahead of the competition. So as a result of all of these ideas that you have here, Taurus, you'll be looking to, with that Seven of Swords, keep one step ahead with the Seven of Swords is not always about deceit or anything like that. It can be about being really clever, thinking outside the box. So it's, how do I get all of these ideas to work? Well, if I strategize and if I think outside the box and I think about a way that I can get this to work, it might just be a success. Your hopes and fears, or fears in terms of that Eight of Wands, will be strength. So the Strength card in terms, and I feel it's a hope card, but it might be a fear card as well, because strength means to be patient. Strength means not to throw your baby out of the with the bathwater, you know. Your strength is to kind of like hold on in there. So it might be your hope is to hold on in there, and your fear is not to kind of get really cross if things don't work out. But really just, you know, I feel that entirely with this Strength card, it's about being hopeful and saying, you know, I hope that I have the inner strength to sustain and to be patient while this is all kind of taking off. And the outcome as a result of your ideas up in the air here, lots of ideas coming to you of how you can kind of progress this business. I feel lots of creative ideas on how you can get through something to work. The mental strategy that goes along with that, so the mental planning, how you get things done, how do I kind of filter these ideas, how do I, you know, what do I do first? So it's all about the planning stages with this. What you get is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles could mean, you know, you take a wrong turn with something because it results in financial lack. Now, that's not always bad, because it might be that you've got all these ideas here and you need to work out a strategy of how you're going to actually make them work. And it might be that you have to invest something here with the Five of Pentacles, which actually means that you're out of pocket. I don't think it's a love reading at all, generally. I think it might be something to do with career here, just judging by the creative cards that we've got here, and the money cards, and the mental strategy that you need to make something work, which results in potentially with that Five of Pentacles, you guys having to fork out something. Okay, so it means, you know, no pain, no gain, really, for the month of November. We'll just span out the reading and see what else we can find, if it changes anything up here. I feel initially this 10 card reading is about business, and it's about a creative path going forward, especially if you're running your own business, that type of thing. Well, I feel that there's a disappointment over, you know, how something's been progressing, because the Chariot means to progress. Now, we don't have it in the reverse, which is a good thing, because the Chariot in the reverse means that there are delays. So there aren't delays here, but I feel that you are possibly very eager with those two cards to make something work and to be a real success with it. So you might be quite disappointed over the success of something here with the Chariot card. And it might be that because you're disappointing, you're kind of a little bit caught between a rock and a hard place, in two minds with that Chariot. There are decisions to be made, as often is reflected by the number 7 cards. So as a result of that, there is a little bit of anxiety in the centre of the reading with this with the Moon card, because you feel probably feeling a little bit stuck. You've got the Devil card showing there, and when you get the Devil, it means I've got restrictions, I can't get out of this, there's something holding me back. So it could be something, paperwork, the fact that you've got to, go through certain channels. Devils, Hierophants, Emperors, they often represent the powers that be, and that other things have control over us. So there might be some disappointment over some progress that you're making in the month of November, and that's really kind of contributing to you feeling a sense of quite intense, quite anxious, because maybe a devil, an external thing, like for example, if you wanted to set up a childcare business, for example, and you started looking after kids, and then you said, somebody says to you, do you have a permit to do that? The devil can be the permit that you need. It can come from the actual place that you need to get your permit from. So usually the devil will mean, it's something outside of ourselves. The devil is the external force that keeps us from kind of, moving towards our bliss, if you like. Because the foundation for the month is the Two of Wands and the Fool. So I feel that this new path, it's a new beginning for you. It's going to set you free. So the Two of Wands is the initial stages of a new idea that you are pursuing. Okay, and with the Fool card, it might be that you don't know much about this as well, but it also might be, this is initial and this is young, because you've just started out with it, with that Fool card there. So as a result of this new beginning, this new path that you've treaded, this new business, this new creative idea that you're making some form of headway with, I feel, with this Two of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which says that you're making some gains from this. And with that Four of Pentacles, it's saying, what you're gaining, you're having to save, or you're having to be cautious around whatever it is that you're getting. Because the Four of Pentacles means to be cautious with money, and it means to hold on to money. So we got a lot of money cards here and new beginning cards here. Okay, so I feel what's going on so far. Your foundation shows a new path that you're treading. It shows the initial starter, which is what the Two of Wands often is, or the initial progress with an idea. It looks like it's something you've just started out on, maybe with the Fool. You seem to be receiving some returns from this, but you possibly, with the Four of Pentacles, needing to be cautious with it, because your challenge is the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about building a clientele, and so can the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups can be about expanding a network as well. So I feel that your challenge might be expanding networks, getting this thing known, getting this thing out there, because, and this is what's contributing to the Moon, I feel, because often when you get challenge positions, they're the reasons for why things are the way they are in the present situation. So I feel that as a result of that, because the challenge is maybe building relationships, expanding the network of people, of people's interest with that Three of Cups. It could be that as a result of that, in the present situation, you're feeling a sense of anxiety, because you're really feeling that there is something standing in your way, the devil. Now, the devil standing in your way can be competition, for example. It can be other people who are providing an obstacle for us. I feel there's an obstacle in here, because in the immediate future, with the Eight of Wands, you're going to be working out ways of how you kind of alleviate yourself from this energy, which is through having lots of ideas, throwing lots of creative ideas in the air. But it takes more, I feel, it takes more fact finding, if you like, because you've got the hermit there, and the hermit is searching. So, there's lots of ideas going on with you guys in the immediate future, but it requires more information with the hermit, because the hermit is a searcher, and he searches for the truth, and he searches for answers. So I feel that, there's a lot of kind of, I wouldn't say it's chaotic, but I would say that with the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of ideas going on with you, but you're still searching for that one thing. Or there's more information potentially with the Hermit that you're going to need to kind of seek out. Because the best that you can achieve right now, or the best that you think is available to you right now, or the best thing that you can do at the moment, or the what thing that you really want to do at the moment with that Three of Pentacles, is not only to perhaps as a result of seeking this advice, the best that you can do is maybe get the advice from others. Speak to other people. Obviously, often the Three of Pentacles is about seeking advice, okay? And it could incorporate a Queen of Cups. So somebody who's quite knowledgeable. So she's showing as a queen, but it's not a Queen of Pentacles, so it's not finance. It's not a Queen of Wands. It's not creative things, and it's not a Queen of Swords. It's not kind of mental or legal things. So I feel that you kind of know what to do in terms of mental strategy, and you know what you want creatively, and even financially you kind of know what you want, but it's more perhaps to do with it could be something creative. Queen of Cups is often creative, individual, but it seems that you're seeking some form of advice here with the Three of Pentacles. Your crowning thoughts might be to seek advice from a Queen of Cups, so somebody possibly who's already experienced within this field, if that makes any sense to you. Or it could be that you're looking to your crowning thoughts are to seek some advice with that Three of Pentacles in order to make a decision on your own creative path moving forward with that Queen of Cups energy there. So around this Eight of Swords, where we can see that you're perhaps got a lot of ideas up in the air here, and you're needing to streamline them with that Hermit card. We see you kind of formulating some kind of mental strategy because you want to stay, one step ahead of the rest. And it's something to do with I think it's mental strategy in terms of stabilising the business, but also the Knight of Pentacles can mean, what we have to offer as individuals, Taurus, and this is you. So this is you as the Knight of Pentacles offering something here. So I feel that, your mental strategy is, how am I going to stay one step ahead of the rest? Because that's what the Seven of Swords does. In general terms, this is somebody who's quite deceptive, but in business, it's not about being underhanded. It's about being clever and being smart and using your smarts in order to achieve something in the end. And around these mental smarts, it might be, maybe I've got to pay something out because you're the Knight of Pentacles with the Pentacle and you're offering something. Often when you get a card that's offering something, it's somebody that's giving something to you. But I feel that because the Knight of Pentacles can be a card of where we're giving out stuff, or it could be a card of being cautious with money. So around this mental strategy, it might be that you realise that you've got to be quite cautious, or you're formulating a plan. So the Seven of Swords shows here is the influences that are coming in as a result of this these multitude of ideas that you have around this situation, the need to seek more information. You're starting to develop some form of a mental strategy here in how you're going to make something a success, but that comes with planning and being cautious, and maybe some of you guys will have to kind of relinquish some finances here in order to get something going. Your hopes will be the Strength card, and that is to be patient and also endure whilst you're getting whatever this is off the ground. Because I feel that it's going to lead to justice, okay? So it's going to lead to something good. If you can just endure, you'll get all the rewards back for your hard work. Justice is a card of closure, but it's a card of completion, but it's also a card where we receive rewards and for all our efforts. So I feel that it's almost like your hopes will be that, well, if I endure, I'll receive something good back with the Justice card. I'll get my just desserts if I just stay in there, if I hold the course, if I stay the distance with this thing. And the outcome shows us the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, which is an interesting card. Well, it's an interesting one because the Page of Swords is about initiation. So often when you get this card, it can be about just a whole heap of hot air, but it can also be I'm ready to strike. Okay, so I feel that this is potentially, the Page of Swords is also new, fresh ideas that we want to sort of start enacting and acting on, if that makes any sense to you, Taurus. So I feel that, we'll start this reading again and we'll kind of just go through it and come to our conclusions after. I feel that right now we've got a Two of Wands. There's a new journey. There's something new that you've set out on. The root of the issue is that this is a new business perhaps, or this is something that's at its initial stages here, and it's new and it's risky with the Fool card, and you're taking a risk with it, with that Fool card. You're going into unknown territory, but it seems to be delivering. You seem to have started out on this thing and it's delivering some form of reward, because you've got the Ace of Pentacles here, and because you're Taurus, I don't know whether you're the ones that have the pentacle in your hand if you're offering something. Usually the Ace of Pentacles means that we receive things. So for some of you guys, it might be that you are receiving some form of reward, some form of money, especially if it's a business, from this small enterprise. Two of Wands can also be like a small enterprise, and this is new with the Fool card. So it also might be that, you've started on a small enterprise here, maybe with a partner, and maybe the Fool is the third person, the third spoke in the wheel, as it were. Another individual, but it can also be that this is something new. This is something that's something of a risk, but it's you're starting out. Both cards mean, if you get two cards together and you kind of want to see what it means when you do clarification, look at what the similarities are between the cards. Well, between the Two of Wands and the Fool card, it means to start out. Both cards do. So I feel that you're starting out on a new path here. Okay, and you don't quite know what's happening or where you're going, but I feel that you've made strides moving forward. And it seems here with the Ace of Pentacles that you have potentially received something here, but you're being very cautious potentially with what you're receiving with that Four of Pentacles. And that's because your challenge is possibly expanding this thing, getting it out to others. We do have the Three of Cups, and when you get cards with multiple people on them, it means more than one person. So the Six of Cups, this isn't about the past. This is about giving something to someone else. And as you can see on the Six of Cups card, Taurus, this child is a little bit dubious to take the book. It's got its hand in gloves, so it's a little bit nervous to touch the cup. So, it's all about building trust. And your challenge might be building a network of people, or building trust with others that will be interested in whatever this thing is that you're providing here. Which is why in the centre of the reading, you might be feeling a little bit anxious, because with the Devil card, it says, I'm feeling a sense of restriction here in what I'm doing, or I'm feeling a little bit held back, or there are obstacles in my way that won't allow me to kind of, take this business to the greatest heights that I need to take it to. So in the immediate future, it seems that you have a lot of ideas, going through your mind here, a lot of creative ideas on how you're going to expand this thing. But it takes more information before you actually go into this thing here, which is why perhaps for some of you guys, your crowning thoughts are to seek some information with that Three of Pentacles, something that's going to help you to kind of, I feel with the Queen of Cups, to kind of grow. Queen of Cups can also be spiritual and emotional and psychic growth, but just as the word of grow, maybe it's going to help you to grow in terms of the business, or because she absorbs knowledge and she learns from it. This is what the Queen of Cups does. So I feel it's going to help, almost the advice is going to help you with that Queen of Cups, make you better at what you do. Coming in as a result of these ideas that you have here that maybe need some more fine-tuning, or some more information, or more knowledge on them with that Hermit card, you'll start devising a strategy of how you can kind of get one step ahead of the rest. But it takes being cautious with this Knight of Pentacles, because you've got a mental strategy here, but it does take planning, because the Knight of Pentacles often means to be cautious and to set a business plan. So around this mental strategy that you have, it looks like you found your answer, because you've got the Hermit here along with that Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands for me is creative ideas, lots of creative ideas, but you're still kind of searching them out. You're still kind of finding out, what's the right thing to do? So you're still kind of searching around these things. You've got the ideas, but you still need to streamline them with that hermit. And you do, because you devise a mental strategy. You're going to, I feel in the month of November, it's like, okay, so I've got all these ideas. I'm going to streamline them. I'm going to, do a little bit more investigation on the ideas, see how it works. And as a result of that, with the Seven of Swords, okay, I get it. Now I'm going to form a strategy of how I can stay one step ahead of my competitor, but I need to make some form of a business plan around this. So I need to be sensible in how I'm moving forward with this, because your hopes will be that by enduring with that strength card, by being patient and by doing things rather than, this lady on the strength card could let the lion off the leash out of her hands and let it run rampant. The lion really for me is a metaphor for our ego, or it's a metaphor for our desires, and sometimes we can let our desires run rampant if we don't keep things in check. So I feel that your hopes will be to keep things in check, to do things by the book, to do things sensibly, to be sensible, to trust in yourself, because it's going to lead to justice. You will actually get what you want in the end. Now, as a result of this plan of action with the Seven of Swords, this mental strategy that you have here, and the ability through that to devise some form of business plan, maybe with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel in the outcome area, it sees you probably worse off financially, because I feel that you need to put some money into something in order to get something out. But the good thing is that the money that you put out will allow you, with this Page of Swords, I feel, to start initiating, to start literally putting things, new ideas into practice, which is what that Page of Swords does. The Page of Swords puts new ideas into practice. He's now ready to, put down the gauntlet. The sword is the idea that he's got, and he's now ready to kind of put his idea out there. So this is why it's often the card of communication, and sometimes it's delayed because the sword is still up in the air, but it will come down because it's young, youthful ideas that are ready to be initiated. But it's as a result of this Five of Pentacles, I feel, whereby you're needing to kind of for some of you guys, you might be looking to approach a Knight of Pentacles, and in the outcome, they might say no. And therefore, you need to start again with the Page of Swords, potentially. Okay? Either way, whether it's people that you're approaching on this situation, we do find with the Eight of Swords, though, that there is a sense of still feeling trapped. We've got two Swords cards along with that Pentacle, and they're not great cards for the outcome, to be honest with you, Taurus, because in a way, it's like you either don't get some sort of funding, because the Knight of Pentacles could be somebody also that funds something here. So it might be that your strategy is to get some funding here, and you find in the outcome that maybe you've been turned away. So it's like back to the drawing board with the Page of Swords, with new ideas, but you're kind of a little bit mentally bound, or you've got some, brain block, or brain freeze or something like that. But it can also be, well, maybe, you've devised an action plan here, and maybe for some of you guys, it takes you spending some of your own cash, and, you're starting with the ideas here to initiate them, but then you seem with the Eight of Swords to run into some form of mental block here. I feel that some of you guys might be looking to approach someone, because the Seven of Swords, if we were to look at it metaphorically, the Seven of Swords guy would be looking to take this person's money. So it's almost like you're looking to take someone's money. So your strategy is maybe to take someone's money here. And it looks like this person possibly could say no, because the Eight of Pentacles means lack of security, or being shut out by a bank or a relationship, or a particular person. So it looks like you walk away a little bit dejected here, and you need to start all over again with the Page of Swords, with okay, here we go again, let's get another idea out there. But there looks like with the Eight of Swords to be potentially a little bit of a frustrating time, because there's so many ideas that you have here, but you don't really know what the best thing is to go for. So we've got the World card here, and the World card for me says that because we go from an Eight of Swords, I feel, to the World, the World card would perhaps say to me that there's completion on something here for you guys in the month of November 2016. Okay, because maybe for some of you guys something isn't working. I feel it might be in the area of business, to be perfectly honest with you. But I feel with the Six of Wands, you'll come back from that. Okay. I can't see how the person on the Eight of Swords would go to the world, because this person won't allow themselves to come out of a comfort zone. So I don't see how it would work that, um, this isn't a surprise card. I would understand it if we had the Eight of Swords here, where, you've been shut out by something or someone, you've asked for some finance or something, maybe something like that with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, but then you seem to have been shut out, and it's like, okay, Page Swords, on to the next, let's think of another idea, and then you've got the Eight of Swords, but oh boy, I've got brain freeze, and then you get the World card. Well, the World card could mean, I suppose, an authority figure that comes back in. A bank. Worlds can be banks. They can be companies that hold money, or companies that can do things for you. So it could be, maybe I would have expected maybe a Tower card there, or a card to say that there'd be some form of a surprise, or to show me an offer card or something like that. But there is the potential to come back from this, if this resonates with any of you guys, but there is also the potential that you wrap something up and you're free now with that Six of Wands, maybe to explore something else, because you're looking at money here, the Seven of, we could say there's success in money, or, it could be that you get somebody coming in with the World card, an authority, a bank, another money lender or something like that, and they say, yeah, we can do it for you, and then you're quite victorious and you're looking at how much money you've got in the bank. But I feel that this is more that for some of you guys, that could be one scenario, but I also feel, Taurus, maybe for some of you guys, you're looking to wrap something up here with the World, because it just looks like it's getting too much, maybe. And the Six of Swords says that you're able to, move out of this freely. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's about evaluating what you do next. Do I carry on with this thing, or do I, you've wrapped it up, but there's still a part of you that might want to carry on with it. But then it's the evaluation card, I feel, that comes in there and says, and I feel that, we've got a Magician also here that says you start all over again. Okay. So I feel what's happening here is, as I've mentioned in the reading, there is some loss over, there's some sadness or something. You'd feel that the cup is half empty for some of you guys in the month of November 2016. It's over something that you're moving forward with, but it's some obstacles that you might have to face, which is why in the centre of the reading you might be feeling a little bit anxious, because you feel that you're being held back by something with the Devil card, because you're on the initial stages. The root of the issue is there is something you started out on, and it seems to be delivering some returns here with the Ace of Pentacles, but you're possibly needing to be quite cautious with what you've got. So in the immediate future, you come up with lots and lots of ideas, but they need a little bit more investigation, because your crowning thoughts are, maybe I need some advice here on this thing that's going to help expand my knowledge with this Queen of Cups. So what comes in is that you think about a way how you're going to solve this issue with the Seven of Swords. You're thinking outside the box, and it might occur to you with the Knight of Pentacles that either you need to have a business plan, or you want to approach someone, because this person looks like they want to steal from the Knight of Pentacles. So it might be that you're looking to approach someone for money, and your hopes will be, well, if I stay strong, or if I hold out, I'll receive justice. So maybe your hopes are, if I'm patient, then this person here, the Knight of Pentacles, will give me the money I need to kind of make this, come alive, this dream really go further. But in the outcome, somebody might say no to you. It might be with the Page of Swords that you need to find new ideas to initiate this thing, but you might be finding it difficult with that Eight of Swords. So for some of you guys, you might decide to wrap it up with the World card, draw it to a close. You'll come out unscathed anyway, because people will pat you on the back and say, well, at least you tried. You'll look at you'll evaluate where you're going from there in the month of November, and suddenly the Magician will come up and he'll say, wow, I've got a new idea here of how I can actually, go about making some money, or go about doing this thing, or go about setting another business up, or whatever it is. So it's not all bad. It's a really good reading, I feel, for the month of November 2016, Taurus. But it's all about hanging in there. Sometimes we have many doors shut in our faces, but it doesn't mean that other ones can't open. And I feel that this is a case of, for some of you guys, some doors might shut, but other ones will open. And it's about just staying strong, because you will receive your justice in the end. That's your general reading, Taurus, for the month of November 2016. I'd like to say thank you very, very much for choosing Carol's Universe for this reading, and I will speak to you guys on your 21 card love reading. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.